Hello everyone. A very good anytime zone wherever you are, whenever you are. My name is Kiray Vacuo and I'm your host and your boy with a voice here to entertain you and may or may not go off tangent and yap about. It's been a long journey for this just one drawing. It's close to finish. So I'm going to finish everything, put it in the stream. Apologize for me not trying to stream more. Last 2 weeks, I guess? No, 1 week. Last week I actually didn't stream a lot. And then this week I had quite lots of stuff to do. Actually also last week too. That VP stuff mixed in with quite lots of personal stuff into it. And yesterday is tiring for some reasons. I went for a nap and then the next thing I know that I just woke up at the night at 2 a.m. and I was like, holy shit, I just slept the entire day because I've been pushing myself a little bit too much the past 2 weeks. Yeah, that's the worst case because of my conditions. I will not know what will happen for the next 2 weeks. It is a little bit difficult for me to adjust myself. How's the music volume? Is it too loud? I got a feeling myself it's too loud. Hold on a minute. I am a little bit tired. Hold on a bit, I am trying to do something. Oh, Spotify just changed the way they can play music. It's stupid sometimes. They used to be able to sort of you play other things on the headphone. You can separate your Spotify play on the device. Now they can't. That's a bit stupid. Let me try to. There should be a way to switch the device the music will be played on. let me preference. There should be a way to switch to a different stuff to play. Nope, we don't have. Yep, they just completely switched the thing again. Like, that is a little bit unnecessary. Then I have no choice. It's time to listen to some jazz music while at the same time. Doing a little bit of this, doing a little bit of that, and listening to completely other song in the same time. Where was I? Ah, yes. Onward to the last image. Currently I will be finishing drawing. Different reel, different page, different lighting, different circumstances. Because I need to also like emulate the difference of a camera angle, and then also like time frames a little bit different too. So different location, also different lighting. The different red flag, this and that, you get stuff. If I don't make it too much of a difference, like everything's just the same, it's just going to be a little bit on the dull side. So yeah, if I suddenly start speaking very fast, it's just me. I haven't speak for a very long time. I am alone. You know, my yapping energy is like being contained a little bit way too long, and then now it's just exploding. I can't. Finally, I can start speaking a lot more. Yeah, usually I speak a lot, and this past few, like last week, I haven't been able to stream properly, and then yapping about. Now I just like I just want to talk so much, but also same time, I shouldn't, you know. Yeah. By the way, welcome again. Anyone who just dropped by in. This is not my usual streaming time. Technically, this is my old actual streaming time. It's just that, you know, like times change so much. This one will be the last one. This one is going to be a little bit on the very low quality side. Mainly reason is just because the camera is. I'm just going to like bring this as a shitty camera. But, yeah. So let's try this. And yep, it's good. And delete you again. And end of the hair have this like very bluish highlight, so I can do this kind of things. And just blur them in so it's all like blended in. I shouldn't actually so lazily do it this way, but for the sake of emulations of different cameras have different qualities, this is a necessary thing. It's kind of a little bit annoying to me, but yeah. So I'm just going to put this on the brighter side. Why I put this on the brighter side? Because when I do this and I switch this, usually either overlay or multiply. Depends on how dark you want things to be. You can go for overlay, or if you don't really like it, multiply. This is technically a very good way for you to display the darkness of the color, because usually dark is very cold color. So also depends on the environment. You can choose not to be that dark. Then this at the same time, still again overlay. See? It kind of works. It really depends. For me, is the purple is here, right? So if you really want a darker shadow, you can try this too. And again, still an overlay. You can see it's not really what I want. And I got what I want, but I don't want them to be too dark. So I'm just going to do this. And for some people, this might throw them off a little bit because the angle of the picture is a little bit off-center, off angle. And shadow pile is done. Let's go for the much more, even though it's green. If I'm going to say trust me, are you going to trust me? So let's just do this and create the overlay. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, even soft light doesn't really do it well. Again, maybe it's on the yellow side. It should look a little bit more. It does, but at the same time, I don't really like it. What? Nah. This. Screen. Yep. Let's do it again. Orange is the best for us. It's been I haven't yapped about so much. I think my lid has popped off quite a bit. You know? Yeah. I'm gonna keep myself contained a little bit. Just drink something. Ooh. My alarm that's supposed to wake me up rang. Means like, yeah, good morning everyone. My name is Vacuo. This is the morning in my time. And I haven't slept a wink after I woke up at 2. And I took a nap at 2. Yeah. I literally slept like full 12 hour. Like it not just happened once, happened a few times. I could not control myself to get a better sleep cycle for some reasons. Trust me on this. Trust me on this.
Up in the sky, I'm reaching high. Gonna shine so bright, gonna touch the sky. No need to look back, no need to think twice. Gonna shoot for the stars, gonna roll the dice. I'm on a mission, I won't stop now. Gonna make it happen no matter how. Got the fire burning deep inside. I won't let nothing stand in my stride. Gonna shoot for the stars, gonna break through. No time to waste, got so much to do. Won't let anyone bring me down. I'm gonna rise up, gonna wear the crown. Gonna rise up, gonna wear the crown.
Wait a minute. Now, currently, I'm just doing. Thickness is a little bit too thick, so let's just try to go for 1. 1 is still too big, so let's just 0.5. 0.5 is fine. Hmm. Hold on. I'm trying to find something. Do, 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 do. So let's back to the drawing sessions. I was a little bit distracted. Totally forgot I'm streaming. At this point, sometimes I just think that maybe I have ADHD. I didn't know about it, but either way. Hold on, but okay, let's do the eye. The eye is going to be a little bit tricky because that's my drawing pen. So if I do this, remember where your eyes is like positioning at. Like she may have a little bit like looking to here to this point, but eyes is like generally like at an angle that we will see it in a different point. The black part. So just do this, multiply it. You see which multiplier is good. Color bin. And color bin is always the better one if you're trying to like do this kind of things. Okay, and then all you do is just go for the color bin. And then add a little bit of sheen onto it. Yeah, you should overlay have like a very good dark add into them, but this time I think yeah, dark from this overlay is not that great. Blue. Let's try just like the standard purple. So let's go back again. I saw like a pretty nice one. This one. Let's drop the subtract a little bit. Then let's go for very bright This is good. All you do is just tweak the color a little bit. You know, sometimes because I make the eyes different on purpose, I feel like I'm just doing inconsistency as an excuse. Oh yeah, I forgot, like, you guys are listening to a completely different music while I'm listening to. This is going to be a little bit headache. So I'm going to draw a door here, and then like she's going to be behind the scene. My cameo's there. I'm going to off to the toilet a little bit. We'll be back soon. Hold on a bit. I'll go to the toilet. Be back soon. I'm back. Welcome. Anyone who just dropped by in, my name's Kiray Vacuo, and I'm your host and your voice with the voice. Here to entertain you more or less, and also see like what is actually happening like within the Twitch industry again. Shit, they can't really take a break, huh? Yeah, I just took a look about it, a little bit on from like Reflesu, and he or I'm not sure. Yeah, just got a he. He did like a very huge mentioning about Twitch now like increasing the price, like especially for gifted subs or something like that. I haven't like listened to it like truly. If you guys really want me to like have a little bit like short break from like taking a look at that, you can tell me. Alright, yes. Where's my girl? I was holding it and then now it's just gone. Oh, here. Did I mention tossed it here? Like, leave it in the toilet? I think I just left it in the toilet. No, I got like extra clothes. Yeah, I feel like I'm just not feeling good. This past few days, same things. I keep sleeping a lot. Ah, it's been a while. Look at Mitzi. Hmm. Okay, let's take a look at Mitzi hair. Alright, and my memory served me quite correct. Face is this color. I know if you actually try to go and search hair colors, very different set of hair colors, but technically call this the default hair colors. Oh shit, I'm very like, physically tired. I didn't even know how and why this happened. Cool down my room a little bit. I don't know why. It's really hot. Maybe today have like a very hot day. I'm not really sure why.
Shining bright like a burning star, rising up, breaking through the dark. Feel the fire, it's a spark in the night. Yeah, we're gonna let it ignite. Running wild like a hurricane. Nothing can stop us, we'll break the chains. With a heart full of passion, we're gonna fight. We're gonna make everything right. Dancing on the edge of the unknown, fearless, hearts beating in our bones. We're the warriors of hope and light, giving it all with all our might. Dancing on the edge of the unknown, fearless, hearts beating in our bones. We're the warriors of hope and light, giving it all with all our might.
I was like, weird. Am I imagining things? Um, Sorry, I was like putting away like some can, and then for some reason that can is keep tilting. I was like, I may have lost a sense of balance, but I still have my sense of touching balance. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I can read balance with my touch. Maybe it's because my ear is busted. Not really sure why. Like maybe just like human have the ability to adapt to everything, and then my adaptation to my very like skewed balance is just being able to touch and feel stuff is like being balanced or not. I guess. Or we should try this. Try it out. You know. Hmm. Gosh, I'm really tired. I just woke up not long ago. And it's just 1 hour. I guess I really need to take my medications today. Today's a little bit of headache for me. Sorry. I couldn't even control my hand properly right now. Okay. Got my nose sprayed. It's time to take beta set. Oh shit, my hand is shaking. Like, that's the thing, like, sometimes I don't even really aware of my conditions. I need people keep reminding shit out of me that, hey, Kiray, start talking a lot. This is autopilot mode. And now I'd be like, do a little bit of soul searching and then look at myself, though. Oh shit. My hand's shaking, this and that, everything is like, I didn't realize until like I really like take a hard look at myself, which is a very weird situation, to be honest. I'm still dehydrated for some reasons. I drank quite lots of water. Actually, the more water I drink, the more tired I am. But I'm not sure why. Maybe because my body's like flushing out something. Okay, let's keep looking at the reference. Oh shit, my eyes. I just went to have my eye checked. There's some issue with my glasses, and my eye become like a little bit. I need a different glasses. Just so they do some eye check and everything. Now my eyes is just like shit. You know one thing, fun fact about me, my eyes like in power is a little bit over 1,000. So to the point that you could say like I'm technically without glasses, I'm legally blind, which is not a good thing. I really want to read the YouTube thingy, but yeah, I gotta take a break. I think my eyes at the tiny little bit of the limit, but I should not stop. I need to keep working. This is the last part. I need to finish this so I can get free from my work and then I can do more stuff. Sorry if you say anything like in the stream and then I did not notice you because I'm looking at the reference, not the thingy. But hi there, life hack. I just noticed. I got a sense of feeling someone might already chat with me, and then I didn't look at the chat at all. And then take a look at it. What do you know? There's actually someone here. I'm surprised someone is actually here. Like, this is not my usual streaming time, so people would not be able to know that I'm streaming. Yes, it took 50 years just to draw this thing. Well, technically, there's so many new ones to draw. Actually, I applied something like a very weird technique on this kind of things. Because like as you already can see, like each photo actually have slightly different lighting and you know, like even highlight style, you know, stuff like that. I have to do everything like I have to plan out everything in my brain before I can even start it. So when I keep doing it, I feel like nah, this thing is a bit wrong. Change up entire plan, and now change my entire plan again. Like this, surprisingly, took me so many hours and energy just to do it. I still haven't finished yet. Like, let me try to pull out the sketch. Yeah, I still got like the, you know, like the crayon drawing. I still haven't like finished doing it yet. Who are they? Who are they? Who are they? You see, I'm here, and then I'm also here. Now you now kind of like guessed it. Yep, it's practically people I know. Ryu, she a friends that I like more or less stream quite a lot of time with. Is my like Vtuber buddy, and then she needs a anniversary photo. Originally, she was asking just to do something like this. One photo is done, and then I go out of my way, pull an idea out that is basically turn one photo into the entire photo album about her entire streaming journey. One of it is Gomi, like is her childhood friend, and then Take. This is how Take and Ryu actually met, like from a drinking Valorant stream. And then Mitzi and Ryu, they met playing Phasmophobia. And then this is one of like everyone play together, like Gomi, Tig, me, and then Tofu. Tofu refused to reveal his face and everything. So like make a cameo in here, like he's Tofu, like reactive. Technically the Tofu reactive I made for him, but yeah. So again, this particular script is a Minecraft server back then. Take open it and then let us play with is the steampunk Minecraft like SMP server, and then we play it together. Just a few of us try to play it, you know, and that other stuff. Yeah, there's quite lots of things. I need to tone down the glowiness of it. Like you can see like the sheer amount of layers. Just looking at it, I'm already dizzy. Actually, what layer I'm already on? This is the last image technically. I have to fix on popcorn one. Yeah, this glows good. What was that again? Yes. Let's open up a new. I don't need to open up a new layer. There's already a new layer here. So I'm already on. Just open a new one. Layer 291, and still in counting. Still in counting. Imagine I bothered to name everything I did. I don't have that energy to do that. I'm actually slowly draining quite fast. And there's still so many things I haven't finished yet. Like the mouth, this and that, yeah, the other stuff. Technically, Mitzi have like her model like did a little bit of revamp. And then I didn't use the revamped model one. I used the older model, unrevamped model to draw her, but I'm a little bit too lazy to change up everything. Need to do some cleanup and stuff. All right. I have to finish this thing because I didn't finish. I didn't stream for quite a while. Mainly it's because usually my coloring skill is very shitty. I only teach people how to draw. If you kind of realize, I don't really teach people how to colors because I have a very weak coloring skill, and then it's not like I can't color. It's just if I do it because my less stellar skill I have, I'm going to use like way more time doing it. I'm actually wanting to like change up a little bit of my like drawing business, that I will only draw like flat color and the drawing alone, and then if they need like some like color done or some rendering done, I will give them some like you know, rendering and coloring artist contact, and then they will deal with the price themselves, you know. I was a bit planning about to do that. Actually, I've been planning about doing that ages ago. I just like never really run through it because I don't really have a trusted art partner yet. I really want one, but you know, generally artists is like a bunch of introverts. So when I suggest this kind of thing, they'd be like, and then I have to keep waiting for the response for ages. So I know how to colors. Like everyone have that one weakness, even they know how to do things. It's not like I don't know how to colors. It just take longer time for me to do it. And then very frustrating. It's like somebody know how to do drawing and then rendering, do the everything, the whole charade, but when it comes to like line art, they will be like, something like that. For me, I kind of like line art, so I'm the polar opposite of most artists. It's like I'll let you look at this. Like this is kind of like old drawing I have. Like I know how to colors. I just don't like color. Just a very simple fact. Like everyone has something they like. For me, I don't like colors. I can actually teach people how to be good at coloring too. Just I'm too lazy to do coloring. The coloring actually requires like so many things. It's because I know how to colors. I'm very lazy to color. They come in so many process. Imagine like looking at skin. You have like the if you try to like squeeze your thumb and your fingers together, you notice like there's a shadow there. That is like that is the first layer of shadow you need to do, like the shadow on the object. The object itself have a shadow, so you have to like finish up the shadow, that one. And then like if it also depends on your drawing qualities, like depends what kind of style you draw, this and that, yada yada stuff. How are you going to do the line art, how are you doing this, how are you doing that, and then you need to, that is your first layer of colors. It's like skin. I can actually draw color the skin this way, like just two-tone colors, or if I really want, I can do painter style. But painter style doesn't really match up how I do drawing, because generally I draw like a very animation style, not anime, animation style, and that because I am coming from animations. So I draw a little bit much more animation style. Cell shading is more suitable for most of my stuff. And then I do go for like full-on gradient, like some of the work I have. Let's pull out another one. So I also do like a webtoon kind of like gradient colors too, but again, like depends on what kind of like situation. I'll use like different kind of way to do drawing. Like it's not like I do not know how to draw. I not how to color. I know how to. Just like there's just so many nuances you have to actually know about it. And then aside from all this, you kind of like have to realize that if I use two-tone for the skin color, why don't I use the third tone for like the highlight? Because like if you use highlight on the shell shading, depends on the material that you want to put highlight on. If too much highlight, it's just going to make them sort of like look sweaty, wet, glossy, something like that. I don't know. No, you, something like that. Sorry, I botched your name. Oh, thank you. Where was I again? Yes. So I do respect in some sense, like for people who actually enjoy coloring. I think in back in days, actually, I enjoy painting a lot, but on digital side, I just not really enjoying like the coloring process. So it takes me ages to just color. Just that simple fact. Like again, it's not like I do not know how to color. So I know, and quite a lot of principle, color theory, this and that, yada stuff. And oh yeah, I can show you guys like the latest one I have. Even though it's a little bit partial cell shading, it's still the same time as a gradient. This is actually like slowly being emerged as a coloring style, especially for webtoon. I used this ages ago, even before webtoon is like made this style become a thing. And then there's also like what I've shown before. This one. Like again, like you can see they have like two-tone like facial colors. I only put highlight here. You can look closely. They have like a highlight difference. A very faint highlight is because like there's a lot of like outdoor lighting. Outdoor always very bright, almost everywhere. Also depends on the time and then your environment. Usually they have like a very big shadow coming out when you kind of like in like a very outdoor area. But because she is in a lake, so lake water and most of the things that will reflect a lot of light back. So her entire surrounding is actually quite in blinding light. I actually toned down the lighting. If you want to be like much more on the reality side. But I didn't do it. Like sometimes you have to do the incorrect stuff to make it looks right. So again, when it comes to like coloring, it actually requires so much knowledge for you to be able to do coloring. And then I am a very lazy person. I usually teach math to my friends, but they from like a person who like gets C into their math. when I taught them, like once they click, they can actually get A easily. But I myself is still a C person. The reason is not because I do not know how to do math. Actually, I do know how to do math. I even taught people how to do math. I'm just too lazy to do math. So when it comes to A, B, C, D, I just like go full A, done. I'm just too lazy to calculate. Like I know the principle of math, I know formula, this and that stuff. I just don't like to do math. Same goes with coloring. And also, answer the questions. I try to, but never be able to do it. Because my drawing qualities is not up to my personal standard, so when I try to make my own manga, it's always like, not good enough. I really want it, but yeah. This is why everyone play Yumi. Yumi, you and me. Go in there, and then you die, I run. Da, 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 da. Yeah, but I don't really. It's like it's not the kind of style I want for my manga. My manga is like much more like in my brain. How it functions is much more shonen. Technically, the model you look at here is much more like it's actually one of the manga characters. When I want to become a VTuber, I was like thinking like, how can I make a VTuber character? And then I just pluck this guy out, and then just turn him into a VTuber model, and then yeah, voila, I am born. Technically, I made my own model, so yeah, that's that too. Oh yeah, I kind of like kind of a bit infamous on like yapping a lot, so if you guys found me also like talk a little bit too much, this mainly is because I haven't been streamed for quite a while, and then yeah, like because it's been way too long I haven't talked, so I become a little bit way too talkative. Yes. I don't even want to draw the cross properly because like the actual idea for this one is to have like a very low quality like style, but I somehow overdid the quality a little bit. Yeah, among all the pictures, this will be on the lower quality size because like on fast mode you usually have like a shitty camera. What top of the head move weirdly. Also, I'm drawing in the drawing tablet, so my head actually will be in a very weird positions. Let me try to give a general standard. I'm technically the moment I look down, they would just do quite lots of like different view stuff. So imagine that this is my, let's go dark and turn it pen. So imagine this is my monitors. It's not that thick, but and I'm sitting here. This is my table. I have a razor here. So my monitors is here. My camera is here. Looking down at me like this. And then my drawing tablet is here. So you can see like when I look down and my drawing tablet, it just immediately recognized that my entire face is like my hair just facing at the camera. So they can't read my face, but they know the last position is like doing this. So they would just like fully record me just, you know, doing this and that, yeah, that stuff. It's not clipping out for realities because I want people to look more into the screen and stuff. If you want, I can literally just in here. Yeah, if you really want to see like another side of my head, yeah, you can. Not sure why you want to see me. I'm not that handsome. So when I actually, when you know that when I close my eyes, just looking down, this kind of motions, is generally because like I am looking down drawing. And yeah, it really depends. It really depends. I need to sit like a very like rigid way, like leaning back and then look down. Then I can, but my hand have to like stretch out, so it's not like the best way to do it. Yeah, I made my own model. Pretty proud of it. Actually, this is my second model. My first model is a prototype I sort of made, and then I keep running with it for a year. Technically, it's supposed to have like a full body. That's why it's a prototype. And then I create a prototype, just half body. But I become too lazy to finish up the rest of the body, so I'm just rocking with a half body for like the rest of the last year. And then this year is technically at the beginning, around the beginning of this year. Technically, it's last year around like December. I launched this new model. I don't do those kind of like fancy debut and stuff. So I just suddenly pop up, disappear for a while, creating the model, and then just pop up. Voila. If you want to learn how to like make a model, you can just watch Yoshino Art. Yoshino Art or Yoshino Art? Yoshino Art, yes. Like she's very like very good like rigger. It's just that depends on how well knowledge you personally is. If you're well knowledge about a little bit on the 3D side on how to do rigging properly, maybe you will be able to like rig it better. Because like she actually her art style is not exactly on like my art style. So I also have to workshop a little bit on my own from the knowledge I gained from a tutorial. So yeah, have the ability to sort of like independent thinking a little bit. It helps a lot. Sorry, I was turning off my air conditioning. Where was I? Ah, yes. I'm going to fix her into Oh, you're mentioning this. This is just a limitation of the VTube Studio and stuff. Because like you can see, if you know how Live 2D works, if you can see, look left and right, it's technically not doing a clipping. Is actually switching the layers. My face layer and my hair layer, who we're going to be front, who we're going to be back. So if I look to the left, of course my right side show. If I look to the right, my right side show. And then some people actually have like a way smarter move to do things. But again, I'm not a very prolific rigger. This is more or less the best thing I can pull out. Some people actually have like their hair cut into pieces even more. So they would just fade in and out when they sort of look around. But for me, it's not that. Because that requires a little bit more bone rigging and this and that other stuff. There's so many rigging need to be done to do things like properly. Besides, I'm not a very professional rig maker. If I am, I already do like commission work selling these things. You know, this is just enough for it to work. It's supposed to have like a void mode, just turn me into a void, but I too lazy. Yeah, it's basically you can see like I have like a very black outline, right? It's technically not a black outline. I have a complete face behind me. So if I go to void mode, my front face opacity will like the skin opacity, the eye, this and that, yeah, that stuff will fade in opacity, and then will reveal like that void face of mine. But too lazy to do it. When I finish this model, I'll be like, I'm done. I spent like 3 months on this thing. I'm done. And then when I want to do it, my Live 2D Pro expired. So it's not like I have to. It's not like I have the thing anymore. I can't actually like make it happen anymore. Unless you guys manage to pay me to get like a new like Live 2D license. Live 2D license is expensive. I only managed to get the 3 years package, mainly because like I was a student when I got it, and I got like a 60% discount for a 3-year license. I was like, ooh, yay! And then I got it, and I made this model. If not, I was actually going to make like a 3D model for like a from Blenders, because I am a 3D animator, so I do know how to make a 3D models quite easily. Just the rigging part is just going to be hell. Do you stream on Twitch? Used to. I actually don't like Twitch, so I stopped streaming on Twitch. Now I'm just a full-on YouTuber, with sometimes do a little bit of streaming on YouTube. But generally, I want to become like a more of a content creator than a streamer. If you look into it, I actually do quite a few content. But yeah, this last week I was like a little bit occupied by this thing. This thing is just like a little bit too much for me to handle, to be honest. Okay, let's do a little bit lazy thing. Oops. Not this. This. Yeah. And then put everything, create and insert everything into a file. Alright, life hack. Have fun with your breakfast. Wait, don't have fun with your breakfast. If you are, means you're playing with food. Let's go to like a very dark blue. Do you know, fun fact? Ninjas wear dark blue. They don't actually wear like a... Yeah, Yeah, ninjas actually wear dark blue. They don't actually have like material for gold black. Didn't you tell me where you are? unless you moved. If I am correct, I won't dox your location, of course. Again, I'm a Malaysian. You just let me know the slight location of you, like even among the sea area. I more or less low key know your time, of course. And if you are going to do study, have fun with your study. Like really, study is fun. All right, have a nice breakfast. Order something fancy, like a burger in the morning, but a spicy one, so you would have like a bad day the entire afternoon. Yeah, study is fun. Actually, I got like an entire I know sometimes some people actually don't really like studying math and stuff. Usually it's because like once you learn plus, minus, times, and divide, you already think like it's enough. And then you don't really find like the idea of learning more math than that is like useful or not. And then it's just something that sort of like pulling down a grade and stuff. But yeah, like I actually want to spend some time to talk about it in the futures. I want to make like a yapping session about it. Like I have like a talk show sessions, so I'm going to create like a special talk show sessions and teach you guys a little bit about math stuff. Not like on the hardcore side, you know. I'm not going to teach you guys like how to do this kind of how to solve this kind of math questions. Like, no, I'm not doing that. Oh, I feel weird. Yes, it's basically teaching people like how basically like why this math exists, like this and that yada stuff. Because like there's one particular things about it. Math is technically a very funny way to say like it's actually a language. Because like when you see like a lots of times like when you see like math, like it's just going to say like either it is like 1 equals to 1, 15 equals to 15. You can expand it into like this. It's technically still this and still this. Why? Is actually a very easy thing. Imagine you have this. Timmy gone out and bought some candy. Just that. But if you say like this is not enough information if I want to do some like detective stuff, can you actually give me elaboration of Timmy going out for like eating buying candy, and then you just expand it to all right, I'll try to expand it. Timmy got wore his like favorite red shoe hastily slam. Like you basically just elaborate the entire story, adding more detail into it, and it's actually just you like breaking up like one formula to like a bigger formula and stuff like that. So it's essentially the same thing. Oh, trigger geometry is actually pretty fun. Do you know something called Socatoire? Technically, I should tell you the usefulness of trigger geometry, but yeah, there's a lot of way to play with that trigger geometry. I think like Socatoire, like the Socatoire method is like people. I'm not sure why it's disappearing. By the time I learned about it, people already start slowly not using it. if you need like a very good like learning session, you can just go to learn Sokatoa for like the trigonometry. It's very, very, very simple once you learn this thing. Because all you need to do is just get maybe 1 or 2 informations, and then once you got like that 1 or 2 information required for Sokatoa, and then you just like sub that thing in, and then click and just tab it in your calculator, and voila, you got your answer. It's very easy. It's a general formulas of how to get an angle, but you can also use this way to find the adjacent length, and then the hypotenuse length, and then the height of the trigonometry and stuff. It's pretty easy for you to learn, yeah? I'm not sure people still using this kind of method to do the calculations, because like they obviously find out a much more simple calculations way, I guess, but I still think this is much more superior than most of the way to do it. Because calculator actually literally have a function for it. Most calculator, of course, not like the dollar store calculator that calculate how much you own that person. Oh, you will get okay, final. Just remember to, once you finish a little bit of study, go to sleep. This is a very important thing, because like sleeping is a way for human brain to adjust their informations. Because like if you just keep on study like a very, very long sessions, you won't remember too much, because our brain actually have 2 ways to like hammering like informations into our brain. One is on repeat, doing something over and over again, and then we get a plastic memories about that thing. And then there's also the second one is memory rearrangement. That one is actually coming from naps and sleep. This is why sometimes you realize that you try to learn something new. When you look enough, you will feel sleepy. It's not actually you are sleepy. It's just that your brain need times to rearrange your informations. So it's best to always like come back from school. You should like go take a nap or something. Because if you don't, you actually slowly will lose those informations, and then your brain do not have like a few missing pieces to rearrange that information into your brain. This is why like sometimes when you're learning something, or when you're doing something that you learned before, you actually was not aware of it until somehow you get a click in your head, and then you're, oh, I know how to do it. It's basically because your brain already like rearranged the information for you. Sometimes even you do not know, or you don't understand it. Your brain actually will help you sort out those information if they actually get like enough of them. Yeah, this is why like means like you didn't look into the angle to learn that particular stuff, because like when you do learning, sometimes some method you have to apply some method to yourself. The method that you find it, like maybe like you can try to learn it this way, maybe you can try to learn it that way, maybe you look at it in a different angle, you would have a little bit of click into it. Sometimes maybe like you felt like, yes, it does felt like I'm learning something, but not clicking with you. But you can just keep doing it. Once you find like that sweet spot, that the way you can learn from it, and then eventually you will be able to have a little bit much more click on the spot. But generally you will go to take a nap or something, or go to sleep, and the other days have some weird dreams, and then you'll be like try to do the same exercise again. You will feel like, oh, for some reason I kind of understand this thing now. It does happen a lot. It's not a miracle. It's not a click. It's not this and that. It's just your brain somehow managed to rearrange the informations the way you want. And then the flow of information is much more easier for you to understand it. Find a way, basically learn it the way you can understand. just don't follow standard that much. Sometimes you should because it works, but also same time you have to apply a bit of your own method into it, you know, the way to learn, not the way to do stuff. to, to, to. I'm an anomaly, so I shouldn't teach people how to learn the way I do. I'm basically just listen, done. A lot of people, like, they need visually, or like they need to do exercise, they need practical practice, or they have to just process the informations. For me, I need like a very like detailed informations, and then my brain will sort of like sort things out itself. For some people, they need to see things visually to happens to actually like to able to understand the thing. And then some other people, they might need practical practice. Like, I'm not saying doing exercise, those kind of things, not saying doing homework. When I say practical practice, I mean literally. If you're going to say like if you want to learn how to study a volume of a cup, you literally have to bring out a mug in front of you and then try to study the mug. Those kind of practical study. You literally bring out a string and then wrap around the mug and then study the circumference of the mug, and then you need the radius of the mug, and then you decided to find the radius of the mug. How do you going to find the radius of a mug? And then you remember, oh, I studied about how to use the pi r square. So radius, already, I already got the circumference. I'm just going to say the circumference I found. I use the string and then measure it with my ruler, and then I will find that length and then write in those length and then equal to pi r square. And then I have that pi r square. I'm going to, the square is already fixed, so I'm just move the square over there and then move my pi over there to the other side. And then I will get my radius. Ta-da! Get it? This is like a very clicking moment for a lot of people. Practical stuff actually does help a lot. Then if you have a goldfish memory, maybe you need plastic memory. Plastic memory is basically doing a lot of like exercise practice and, like I say, physical practice, practical practice. This practical practice method actually it does work a lot, because sometimes your brain just refuses to accept informations because you see like it's useless for you to accept this information, so your brain rejects the informations. Once you do this one time, like practically find a way to do it properly, and then voila, you know how to do it. Because like this comes to a lot of things that you actually learn it, you can practically use it. You just decided not to use it, so you don't see the usefulness of it, and then you would never really like go ahead and put like importance enough to remember it. If you start seeing the world in a little bit different angle, you can actually work things out with math quite a lot. How are you going to toss your trash? How are you going to step without making any sound? How to do this, how to do that, you know. Nah, I'm not really an A student. Like I said again, my math is just C. Yeah, technically, I technically is a A student, but my grade is super bad because I just hand in blank paper because I don't like the course I'm studying. I know this sounds a little bit snobbish, but yeah, I'm generally like that. You know, those kind of like very eccentric persons that only actually do the work when he felt like it. Yeah, I'm those kind of persons. I actually went to study engineering, and then like also afterward study 3D animations. So I kind of like, but way before, when I was like, I say like I'm Malaysians, so like we have like this form 1 to form 5. Form 4, Form 5, I actually around like 16 to 17. I'm studying accounting. So accounting and IT. So I know a little bit of everything. To the point that I feel like I shouldn't know too much because it kind of like hinder myself to be able to think properly. Again, it's not really like being an A student or not. It's like usually there's a lot of people can't really explain a little bit things too much because like they know a way to learn, absorb the information the way they want. So you really have to find a way to do that. You might become a little bit eccentric, but you are able to learn it the way you learn, you know? Not telling you to be creative. Be practical a bit, maybe. Find a reason why, and then once you know the reason why, then you know how to learn it with that reasoning. Ta-da! Everything's done. I don't want to do too much detail inside the room. And then actually I already prepped up because this thing is a photo. Ta-da! They actually have this kind of like photo shine to it. Maybe a little bit too much. But yeah, even like if my academic is like very good, it's actually quite useless for me because I actually cannot go to work. This is why I'm being like a YouTuber and streamer. I have some medical issues that I cannot focus. I actually managed to be able to learn it in a very odd way. It's not because I'm a genius or anything. It's just my brain learned to adapt with my conditions, and then I found a lot of way to learn things in a very lazy manner. So yeah. Let's go for this one. Yeah, I always felt a little bit weird. When I go to school, they always tell you, study this, remember this chapter 1 from chapter 2, this will come out in the test. And then, why do I need to remember it? Because it's going to come out in the test. Like, why do I need to remember it? Because it's going to come out in the test. And what use of it if I remember it? So you can answer the questions. Why? Because the question, there will be something similar in there. Why? You know, like I'm that kind of person. I kind of already spot like our education system is kind of screwed. A long time ago, even when I was a kid. So I usually just sleep in class. Just don't copy me, you know. The way I say like I go to sleep in class most of the time. Like for me, I have reasons because I'm a complete idiot. Because it's a weird thing when I kind of like look back into when I was like doing a lot of studying. I'm practically an asshole for the teachers, and I was like, how do they even deal with me back then? Like I'm literally like in science class. There's like a few big lab table, and then maybe like 10 students can surround that one lab table. They can, uh, like once 10 student in one lab table, and then there's like 9 of them. So there's only like maybe the front 4 tables going to be occupied, and the back table is completely empty. So I just climb up to the back table and just sleep on it. And then the teachers just let me because I have a bet with the teachers that if I maintain my score above 95, and then I won't eat, like I can do whatever I want. I will not hand a single homework because I'm too lazy to do any homework. And then she said, yeah. And I've been keeping like close to like 98 or 90, 95 mark. Like sometimes some like small tests I even like drop it to like maybe like 94-ish, but she still let me because I literally do not study and I still can answer the questions. She's just amazed about that fact. I'm not actually a genius. It's just because back in the days I went to watch Cartoon Network. My family refused to let me. And then I end up like channel surfing, just see like, ooh, fishes. And then what do you know? It's actually Discovery Channel, National Geography, like Science Discovery Channel, like those kind of like places. So I've been staying in there a long time. Long enough for me to know advanced science, physics, and stuff. While I was just like around 14 years old. So every single time I just like sleep on the table, like literally climb up on the table and sleep on it. And then sometimes the teacher would just like call me out and then, can you answer these questions? Technically, I'm not fully asleep. My ears is still on. My face is not facing the class, but my ears is still on. So I know what things like she's talking about. So I just turn around, answer it, go back to sleep. I'm an asshole. Oh, that happened to me. I just keep sleeping. I got tossed out to the class before. Like, I'm a very nonchalant guy. Like, either A, I decided to draw like Stickman comic in my classroom from the class that I don't like, or like start to write novel, or try to draw a comic or manga, or just flat out drawing. I got so many of my drawing book got tear up by the teachers, they just gave up. And then another thing, is this Photoshop? Yes. Answer is no. This is Clip Studio Paint. They have some functions that Photoshop doesn't have. It's a pretty neat software, and then it can do quite a lot of like, traditional like animations if you really want to do it. In futures, actually, I'm going to do a lot more YCH stuff live. So people will come in, so like you want this and then draw it in your image, then I'll try to draw it in your image. Basically draw a dummy out. And then replace that dummy with the actual persons that, you know, paid and say want to put a face in there. Alright, it's time to draw this. I'm going to give the drawing a little bit much more sloppy way because I want this to be like comic-ish, cartoonish way. But I think you can't actually use my standard to compare with like most student life. Oh, have a nice time for you. Not sure which time zone you are, but have a nice time. Oh, it's nighttime for you. Then it's a very good night for you. Hope you have a nice dream. Just don't be naked in class in the dream. I feel like it actually happens to a lot of people inside their dream. Either like running around, like at first you just feel like you're just running in your walking in your hallway, just strolling about like in your class, and then like the next thing you know that, oh shit, where's my pants? Where's my pants? Actually, how long I've been streaming? Let's take a look. 2 hour mark passed. Yeah, I only start having conversation after 2 hours. Really? YouTube have a thing like if you stream more than 2 to 3 hours, they will start blasting you out in like the YouTube recommendations. Your reach will finally like start have a bump after this 2 hours. Like it's a stupid system. Like if you have like initiate like audience, maybe like the first hour you already have like quite a lot of people coming in because they are the regular. But if you really want to get newer viewers and stuff, it's going to stream past like 2 to 3 hours. And then they start blasting you out. It's a very weird way to get discovered. Ooh. Uh, Again, I forgot music. Hold on. How do I play music for you guys? My music stopped.
Shining bright like a burning star, rising up, breaking through the dark. Feel the fire, it's a spark in the night.
For me, I'm still listening to music on Spotify. I got like completely separate music list. You guys listen to the free AI generated music, and then I'll be listening to awesome Japanese music because I do not want to get copyright claim. Okay, I need to go to the toilet. I drank a little bit too much water. And then I'm actually a little bit hungry. So once I finish this, I'll get you like eat, maybe. I am back. And where's my glove again? Ah, dang, it's in the toilet. There's an abundance of gloves in my toilet. Okay, one last touch up. The crayon. I'm gonna get really lag here, not just because I'm streaming. Where's my drawing pen? Yes, yeah. Sorry, I need to be silent. I'm doing something very important. Cleanup is actual very important job. So if I stream at morning, it's technically middle of the night. It's got. I have to switch up my streaming time. Maybe in the future, I'll find time to stream. Maybe around 10. Yeah, maybe around. It's time! I finally... No, not safe with PNG. First thing first, save this. After saving it, support it. My spine is about to snap. And currently I'm asking Ryu that any change and stuff. Alright then, it's about time I already finished my drawing. So, in the futures, I will do more drawing content and more yapping content. But, as you guys can see, I'm going to change a little bit how I'm going to do my work in futures. I'm going to create a YCH like a barista sessions. And then anyone who was interested at that art style, I actually will do a announcement for it. I have to create my barista workstation first, you know, the BART art, the artista, you know. But either way, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I enjoy all the time that we chat, and be sure to stay safe, stay healthy. So next time, you can stay tuned on the next stream. Bye-bye.